This does not look like Transcendence. Um, just turn up the music a little bit, although it's still probably too loud. That's probably pretty good, but let me know if the music's too loud. Today, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show off a game called Rebel Galaxy. Let me see if I can. Can I turn down the music? Okay, maybe that's a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the music a little bit. I don't want it to. I don't want the music to be too loud, but I just want to make sure. Tell me if that's way too loud. That might be way too loud. All right, you guys can tell me if the music's too loud. I can always turn it down. But this game is called Rebel Galaxy. This game is designed by a couple people who actually designed Diablo. And if you think of Diablo, Diablo is basically a NetHack, just with a more modern graphics engine. And of course, they had to like really dumb down the mechanics. So Rebel Galaxy, I think, is kind of their attempt to do something more like Freelancer or Privateer, something that's like way more obviously space oriented, but I think still kind of much more like. I think it's. I'm sorry, I'm looking. Here, George, just fine. Game music is slightly quiet, but it generally sounds good here. Okay, good. That's good. I don't want it to be too loud. All right. So again, this is so different from Transcendence in visually. Obviously, it's all 3D. Although I think it's kind of it's. I don't think you get full 3D like 6 degrees of freedom. It just gets 3D effects and 3D engine. And I think mostly we're just gonna play this to get some ideas. Particularly, this is a fairly high budget game. I mean, this is far higher budget than Endless Sky and certainly Transcendence. This is not quite a AAA game, I would say, but it's certainly pretty close. So let's see what we can do here. As always, hold right mouse button to charge broadsides. The longer you charge, the more precise and synchronized the volley. Oh, okay. As always, please ask questions. I'm happy to answer questions about anything. Transcendence, obviously, but really anything. And let's talk about how we might, how this might help us with Transcendence. Black sheep, blah blah blah. I mean,
the message provided the access codes to the Rasputin, a near derelict.
This is obviously hugely inspired by Firefly. I mean, you can kind of tell, the Western theme, the Southern twang. This is like totally Firefly. Great graphics, though. I mean, totally amazing graphics.
Now, after several days of travel and a few unscheduled maintenance stops,
A lot of purling noise.
last arrived. This is a place of liars and thieves. You wonder how you let yourself get dragged to such a godforsaken backwater.
I love that effect of the zooming around from planet to planet. That's also very much like something out of Star Trek, the reboot series. Okay, what am I doing? Message from station E.
Accelerating to sublight.
Accelerating. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Zagoral on Mustora. Chandozal Gomachu. Chataduth.
Who are you?
Rora Kalgosan.
Horse friendly for your aunts, blah blah blah.
Ronkus. Ando Chomasta.
Tap E to increase your throttle. Q, so EQ. AD to steer. Mouse to look around, fly close enough to contemplate. Hold E to dock. E to dock, huh? God, that's weird. This is definitely designed for.
Stalking.
This is definitely designed for controllers. Maybe it'll give me some ideas for how to do controller support. Jabba the Hutt knockoff, yeah. Question: do device slots have a filter for device slots number or mass? For mass, yes, there is. You can use. Check out how there's some criteria where. God, what's a great place to look? But basically, it's you can use the less than, greater than, equals to, and then pound and some number. So you know how sometimes you can use in criteria greater than, less than, or equal to a number is a level. It'll like restrict by level. So equal 5 means equal to level 5. If you do, greater than, pound and some number, it's going to be greater than that amount of mass. Or you can do less than, or equal, whatever. And you can also do greater or equal to $ something, and then that's price. So you can use that's a normal device criteria. That should work. Property device slots, I think, will not work because you can only use properties in criteria if they're Boolean, true or false. So I think I may need to add something, but I'm not 100% positive. I have a metric ton of Transcendence-related questions, comments, suggestions. Awesome. I'm always up for that. The recipe, and this is my ship, has 2 turret mounts, but only 1 turret installed at present. Good idea to visit the equipment bay, enter the weapons section, and purchase a new scatter turret. Okay. Rusty City. Rusty City. Oh, here we are. Visit the bar, equipment bay. How do I go back? Oh, exit. I'm jealous of all the cool graphics. Transcendence really, dock screens in Transcendence really should be this cool. I just need a lot more artwork. Shipyard. Here's where I buy. This is already giving me UI ideas. Visit the bar, equipment bay, weapons, defense components, weapons. It doesn't show me, or does it, what I've got. Oh, Alpha turret is a scatter turret. Broadsides is a pulse cannon. I see. So I've got turrets and broadsides. Question. This was from Fat Rat Knight. Random thought at the moment. Any way for a player ship to not have a generic weapon slot? That is, maybe I want only special slots, perhaps a left swivel, a right swivel, tail weapon, and a launcher with no option for the usual generic weapons. Name slots may help you. I think the way to do it is I mean, with name slots, you would basically have a named slot for every one of those special slots that you just defined. Left swivel, right swivel, tail weapon, launcher. I think if you then create a generic slot, I may have, no, we need one extra. We need an extra rule which says don't allow anything else. So I think you can add a ticket that basically says something like I'm trying to think. Basically, we want some way to not. Just write this up as a ticket, and I'll kind of figure out what the right way to do it. But I think we need to basically add a slot that says generic slots 0, count 0 or something like that. That's kind of what I think we have to do. Okay, they want me to add another turret. So this is interesting how they do. I'm just looking how they do look how they do this user interface. This is basically, you know, kind of a tree menu. These are my device slots. So these are the device slots. So I've got a pulse cannon installed in this slot, in this broadside slot, and I could either remove it, buy another one for 399 credits. Is that what it's saying? Oh no, this is letting me install. This is letting me install. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is just letting me install new ones. I don't know if that's a. I don't know if that's an OK UI. Maybe it is. I've got a pulse cannon, so that's installed. So I don't know why this button is enabled. That's a little weird. Like, why do I have to buy? I don't get it. Secondary. Yeah, I can't afford anything here, but I probably could afford a turret. A scatter turret, or a Mark II scatter turret, which I cannot afford. Shield Buster. Alright, these turrets are... Let's buy another scatter turret. Okay. Back to weapons. Defense. Standard hull plating. Shield, I've got primary shields. I can't afford anything else. Okay, this is pretty much exactly like Transcendence with just a different UI, and obviously a much prettier UI. Just makes me think. It would be nice if name slots were always visible. I'll wait until PM comes back because I have a good. I agree. That would be really cool. Commodities market. This is like. I don't think they were influenced by Transcendence, but I think we just all like had the same thing. But this is really pretty similar. Space in hold 10 out of 10. Oh, that's wild. This is the system average. This is cool, but I'm not sure what I want to look at yet. I'll buy some metallic ore. Looks like a pile of rocks. Robots. I can't afford any of that. Bio-waste I don't want. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait. I've got in hold nothing. I can sell. Of course I cannot sell. I can buy. Can I buy? I can't buy. Space and hold 10 of 10. Not sure why I can't buy. It's kind of weird that I can't. Oh, there we go. Nuts and bolts. Oh, maybe it just doesn't have any. Oh, supply 0. Got it. Got it. I get it. Space slaves. So it's got some nanofiber. None of this I can afford. I can buy some bio-waste, but commonly exported to Pinote Station. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Check the supply column. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't quite get that. If anyone's played this game before, definitely give me some tips, or just if you have better eyes than I do, which is also pretty common. Mission board, mission log on Juno. Primary mission, okay. Available missions. A local trader wants revenge against the crazed pirate. I'm just going to check out these missions. These are going to be interesting. Double Jack Thugs, -10. Oh, this looks like, what's it called? Faction reputation. Religious tracts delivery. Contract for delivery of religious tracts. 9 units of religious tracts will be placed in your hold. When you reach blah blah, you will earn credits. Duels. Multiple bands of Double Jack Thugs have been harassing this blah 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 area. Travel to both and eliminate all encounter pirates for prompt payment. Ooh, well, I'm not gonna do that yet. Dead Drop. Travel at Weasel. Small bland. This is cool. Well, let's go back to the bar. Because I'm supposed to talk to Orzu. Orzu! Where is my aunt? She's supposed to meet me here. I don't know, blah blah blah. She was afraid she wouldn't make it back before you arrived because she gave me something to hold. Was it? Maybe it'll tell me how to find her. That may be. She called it a specter. Some sort of AI symbiote. That sounds good. Here you go. Got no deflector, no tractor beam. That hull plating is paper. To be frank, your weapon system is practically pop guns. No offense. Any suggestions? Get an upgrade or two. Oh, that's awesome. A little something. Shipment of whiskey. Give you the payment, and if you can make the exchange, I'll have something for you when you return. Sounds good. 500 credits will be on the quarters where you'll meet him. His name is Branson Cole. Bring the whiskey back and we'll get you squared away, and I'll have some more information as well. Okay. Where am I going? Okay. Branson Cole. I think I'm done. Missions are marked with gold diamonds on your screen. Okay, sounds good. Oh, there it is. There's the... Well, actually I have to... I want to go this way. There it is. I'm having trouble driving a little bit, but it's just standard. Press and hold W to boost.
Accelerating to sublight.
Am I...
Engines at maximum.
This is kind of cool. Okay. Hey, no offense. That could be taken as he doesn't mean offense, or your ship has no offensive capabilities. Probably both. The mouse here basically just controls the camera, and ASDW plus a couple of extra keys controls the motion of the ship. So that's kind of cool. Am I supposed to go with my boosters? I don't know if that's helping. E to engage warp. I'm going real fast. Okay, now I can exit warp. That may have been too much. I'll drop when I'm at 100 SMs, whatever that is. closer. Ah, I don't have to do that. It's, beautiful lens flare. It's probably something that Transcendence could use a little bit more of. Maybe I'm kidding. Uh-oh.
Forward shields down.
Uh-oh. I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Forward hull breached. Systems heavily damaged. Systems critical.
What did I just... I think I ran into a star. I guess I ran into a star. Okay, how about if I don't do that anymore? Okay, good. I'm glad they have a... Oops. Let's...
Engines at maximum.
Engines at maximum. I think I was supposed to go around that star. Okay, well that's fair. And I think I can now warp. No, not yet.
Accelerating to sublight.
Would you mind doing a tutorial stream on making missions sometimes? It's one area I've really been struggling with unless I resort to the old OBJ set data method. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I really should, because especially now that I'm working on some missions, I really should.
Warp inhibited by stellar mass.
Combat in the galaxy is naval style, which means broadsides. Use left mouse button to fire your broadside cannons to aim the broadsides. Orbit the camera until it faces the direction you want. Wish to fire now, hold right mouse button to charge your broadside. Okay, got it. I guess I get it.
Collision warning. Full stop.
Where am I going? Why am I not turning?
Forward shields down.
Okay, I'm trying to get out of here. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this.
Forward hull breached. Engines at maximum. Accelerating to sublight. Full stop.
God, I am terrible at this. Although you gotta admit, it's kind of crazy to have me. Am I supposed to land? Is my target around? I confess that I'm completely stumped here.
Accelerating to sublight. Engines at maximum.
Am I supposed to go around to... Am I supposed to land on the planet somehow? Am I supposed to dock?
Exiting sublight.
Let me see about this. Or is it on the other side of the planet? Whoops, no, I don't want to engage warp.
Engines at maximum.
There it is. That's a lot better. You gotta admit, it's kind of lame. Well, for for an idiot like me, it's kind of lame that they steered you right into a star without telling you what you're supposed to do, but that's alright.
Engines at maximum.
Now, I don't know how damaged I am. Almost there. So broadsides, I guess I do like this. Regarding the multi-shot property, I know the intent was for it to apply to all weapons with multi-points of origin for each shot. Dual weapons most alternate, but I'm not sure that weapons that have multi-shots direction from the same point, or the laser cannon, for instance, should be included in that. In the Manticore's case, it would look just fine for 3 shots to origin on the port claw. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point.
Collision warning.
Oops. I guess I can't hit asteroids here. Oops, no.
Accelerating to sublight.
I didn't mean to do that.
Exiting sublight.
I don't know what that is.
Accelerating to sublight.
Use your pulse function to detect distant objects and resources. Okay. Interesting. Sort of.
Incoming hail. Exiting sublight.
Hey there. Orders you send you? You got my payment? Pleasure doing business with you.
Received cargo.
Mission complete.
Alright. Oh, hostiles detected. I want to get back out of here.
Accelerating to sublight.
I want to get out of here as soon as I can. I can't, I don't know if you noticed, but I can only go...
Engines at maximum.
I can only go on one plane. This is not true 3D degrees of freedom. I basically just get a few I just get to go on a flat space. My first experience with Sirius B was getting ripped apart by it. Sorry. I guess it's no different in Transcendence. Gotta play at least once. I do love the graphics. I mean, the graphics here are pretty awesome. Space is pretty cool. I'm not... Again, this is something I think that's pretty cool. Turrets are an important part of blah blah blah. Okay, how do I do turrets? Use 3 and 2 to switch between the stations on your vessels related to manually control individual turret. Controlling the turret will use a mouse to aim the turret's reticle. So I've got turrets and broadsides? Holy moly. Okay. Let's go to warp. Oh.
Look what we got here.
Threat level orange.
I'm trying.
Port shields down.
Uh-oh.
Scatter turret.
Someone say these are too tough, right? I don't think I can handle these guys. Can I go into warp? Why can't I go into warp? Q, slow down command. No, that's not what I want. I want not Q full speed E. Still not working. How about, can I do a broadside? Well,
This is getting too hot for me.
that's a broadside.
Collision warning.
Ah. Okay, I have no idea what I was just doing.
Accelerating to subline. Exiting subline.
Alright, I have really no idea what I'm doing.
Accelerating to subline.
I'm getting out of here. We're gonna need properties for working with named device slots. You know that, right? Yes! Yes, I think that is gonna be awesome. Let me get close to this guy. That's gonna take me forever still. I think I need warp. Now that there's a vanilla ship with secondary weapons, the weapon enhancer ROM.
Collision warning. Full stop.
God, I have to stop.
Engines at maximum.
Holy jeez. Okay. Speak with Orzu.
Senso.
Deflector, attractor beam. Deflector, of course you'll need a tractor beam. Let's go for deflectors. Tractor beam is one more thing I have to learn. I can definitely handle the exchange. Tell me about it. It's a simple matter. Some items from most stores give the contents of the biscuit they discover anything about them. Dispose of in Okay. Destroy the containers however you see fit. I'm sure it won't take a moment. Okay. This is definitely a lot like Privateer. which is not a bad thing. Okay, let's do.
Engines at maximum.
Let's go warp.
Accelerating to satellite.
Now that they're. Oh, yeah, sorry. Waiting for zombie me to time out. Oh, that's PM. I really gotta add lens flare. Be so cool. You know, one thing that Transcendence needs, and I think maybe I can steal some graphical ideas from this, is there's not enough contrast in Transcendence. Everything's too dark.
Satellite. Full stop.
Whoops. Discovered Dixon Belt. Orders to contain or destroy. Okay.
Scatter turret.
Okay. Do I take collateral damage? Doesn't look like it. That's cool. There's a couple more containers, I think. Might need a way to remove most reactors from ships. Oh, there's the other container.
Full stop. Collision warning. Enemy craft inbound.
You look lost, mate.
Engines at maximum.
Oh,
Collision warning.
jeez. Out of range. I think I should probably just get out of here.
Accelerating to satellite.
I don't think I'm done with the mission yet. I can think of two good ways to add contrast. Add some lights to stations which go out if destroyed and make the background a bit darker again. I definitely like the idea of adding lights. I think I'm getting too far away from my target. Return to broadside mode when not in combat.
Broadsides. Engines at maximum. Exiting satellite. Scatter turret.
Out of range. Who are you? Oh, got one. Nice.
Accelerating to satellite. Exiting satellite.
good thing this can stop pretty fast. It can stop faster than it can start. Okay, have I not finished cleaning up all my mission? I mean, all my debris? Primary mission, destroy ambushers. Oh, now we gotta destroy ambushers. Okay, never mind.
Scatter turret. Weapon overheating. Weapon overheating. Emergency reload. Target locked. Broadsides.
I think I'm out of range. Out of range for broadsides. PM says at least the intro screen is too cloudy. It needs to go back to its roots of having a mostly black starry sky like a good 80s arcade shooter. You know, it could also just be I just need more contrast in the sky. Ah.
Son of a...
Target destroyed.
But you'll need a tractor beam. Huh, that's what the tractor beam is for. Large cargo canisters or wreckage can be salvaged. Tractor required. Cargo soy paste. Oops. No, that's not, thankfully. Is there anything else I can pick up here?
Accelerating to sublight. Exit sublight.
Mining tug. Oh, someone just picked that up.
Accelerating to sublight. Broadsides.
Destroy ambushers. I think I did destroy the ambushers. Is this mission not complete? Mining tug.
Collision warning.
Use pulse from the command to find mission target non-invisible range. Ah! Okay, well that sounds good.
Accelerating to sublight.
Oh, that's the target, I see.
Engines at maximum. Scatter turret. Mission complete.
Ah, that was the last one. Got it. I prefer the old school Starfield. Well, I certainly believe there is an option for that If, well, I think there's an option. There might not be, but if there isn't, there should be.
You are prohibited by stellar mass.
You think?
Poison warning. Accelerating to sublight. Exiting sublight. Docking.
Rust City.
Mansoto Shenda and the June do Jui. Randobo say na nai. Randobo Shenda Juno.
Speak with Sander, her partner.
When dondo so pay londo zendo
Traitor.
Na mundo zutu smuglan. Un sa
Sander.
Take a seat, friend. What's on your mind? If you're getting tore up out there, maybe you ought to talk to one of the mercenaries that hang out in here.
Okay.
Come on back anytime.
Mercenary. Newsboard? Is that it? That's all I get for... I don't think I can afford to hire a mercenary. Oh, maybe I can, but... Oh, now I gotta repair. Good.
Repairs complete.
Mastodon. I'm trying to use device slot to apply a penalty, minus speed 200, to certain weapons, and it's not cooperating. What's the proper syntax? That's a really good question. Try. I gotta look at it, but try speed minus 200 or minus 100. Well, actually, I think. I don't know what the proper syntax is. Let me look. Here, let's make this visible. Okay. This is gonna be in. Item enhancements. It's possible that it's not working properly, so it's possible that there's a bug, but let's just figure out what the actual... Okay, here's this. N is a new delay value as a percentage of normal. Oh, so it should have worked. Try plus speed, but I think it should have worked. Yeah, it should work. I don't think you need the minus. I think the minus is going to be superfluous. I'll just double check, because it'll figure out whether it's a plus or minus, but it doesn't matter. I guess that should have worked. I don't know why it doesn't work. If it doesn't work for you, do a bug, because I can debug it and figure out why. It should work. I don't quite see a reason why it wouldn't work. So try it. Even if plus works but minus doesn't, make it a bug, because minus should work just as easily. So try that. Let me just do one more pass. So if I value comes in as 200, it should come in as 100 over 5. Yeah, it should be fine. Or is it? Should be fine. It gets encoded as... Oh, you know what? No, yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. Give it a try and let me know. Okay. Okay, I don't want this. I don't want to buy any ship. I can't afford any ship. Let's go to the equipment bay. I can buy a tractor beam, why not? Oh, I can buy an extra one for my cargo hold. I think that's what that's doing. Ooh, jump drive. Engines. Cargo hold. I'm gonna get some more weapons. I love me my turrets, but sell for 750 credits. Can I buy anything? No, I can't afford. I could buy a Mark 1 pulse turret or a Mark 2 scatter turret or a flak turret. Good long-range effectiveness. Now let's do that. And then I've got this, and I can sell this one. This is a nice user interface where, you know, it's kind of a per slot user interface, and within the install user interface, I can sell stuff, so that's not too bad. Oh, I shouldn't have sold it, but they don't give me. Wait, what did I just do? Beta turret, scatter turret. Oh, there it is, yeah. I already have a scatter turret. The broadsides don't seem to be super useful. Secondary. Flak cannons. I have no idea what that is all. Okay. Wait, I still never got to talk to anybody. Device slot criteria equal W minus AE enhancement equal. Oh, you know, the reason I think that doesn't work is because I think you have to specify. Don't you have to specify the enhancement as a separate? I forgot how to do that. Maybe that is how you do it. Let me look. How does the like the Manticore do this? Oh, actually, it's probably going to be in the Manticore stuff. Now that I moved it. HP bonus. How does this work? Speaking of moving the Manticore, old NPC overrides now break the playership version. Oh, right, that's a bummer. Sorry, let me just double check to see how this is done. This might just not quite work the way I thought it would. Device table. It's gonna be in... How does the Freyr do it? Oh, that does it with arcs. You know, it may not be possible. I think the syntax that you're using should be the correct syntax, but I bet it's not doing that. Yeah, we're gonna need to do some fixes. Yeah, it's not implemented. It's not implemented. Just let me just put something on. Basically, what we want is device slots to give enhancements to the device that they have. I'll fix that. That's not super hard. I really dig the soundtrack on this game. Yeah, I do too. Again, it's like Firefly. Still trying to work out how to port that over to 1.8b1, but the old way of simply adjusting the NPC now removes the slot placement and messes up the UI and the ship select because random tables count all their entries for the device count on game start. Yeah. What exactly are you trying to do? What override is it doing? Are you trying to override? If you're trying to override the standard ship, like the non-player ship, but leave the player ship alone, what you could do is override the base class so that it doesn't show up as an NPC. Well, no, you can't do that. Well, just let me know what you're trying to do, and then I think I can try to solve it. Okay, let me see these. Here's another question here. Oh, where's my mouse? I don't mind the new screens, but the default that's on the intro screen is simply too bright. It's always the same regardless of adventure. Yeah, that I think probably we could fix. Yeah, speed doesn't work in device slot. I don't think it does. I think if looking at the code, I don't think it works in device slots. I don't think it's quite implemented that way, and that's unfortunate. What I need to have here is basically I'm curious how HP bonus works. That's got to be hard coded. Slot bonus, yeah, that's slot bonus. Yeah, so I think what I need to do is add some kind of this doesn't carry over, and I think I need that to carry over. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. I plan to have PSD8 rely on NPC versions of ships. If I can do that, then PSD should work with any ship. No need to make ships PSD compatible. That's what I'm hoping for. If that's the case, then again, that'll mean much less work for you, right? I mean, the goal is so that you don't have to override a ship every time you want the player to be able to fly them. This way, any ship will be compatible with your code. That's kind of ships do need reactors, yeah, and I'm not sure how to handle that. Part of the problem is, I think this is something PSD may need to handle and add a reactor at the time that the player takes a ship, because if I have reactors on NPC ships, then you're just going to get a lot of spam, a lot of loot spam for a lot of reactors, which I think is going to unbalance the game. So I'd either have to have reactors be destroyed, which is fine too. I could do that too, but I'm just not quite sure what the right solution is. Hey George, here's a forum post. Batteries could be a new type of device that would mitigate reactor overload. Say 100 megawatt battery at level 3. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I think this might be a good idea. This would be particularly effective if, in combination with solar equipment, if you could have your solar panels charge the battery, and then use the battery. You know, even when you don't have sun, now you're talking about free fuel. That might be balanced by using up a slot. I'm not sure. That's something we'd have to test, but I could do something like that. Hornet, just how late it is. Yeah. Stuff like Hornet could use a built-in reactor, hoping the reactors would be destroyed. Oh, you know, one thing I could do, by the way, I don't have to have an actual device as a reactor. I could just set the old, well, I don't know if this will help you. This won't help you. You probably still want a device reactor. If a player flies an NPC ship, you want a real reactor. I think the way we would fix the Hornet is we would just increase its thrust a little bit and then have a real reactor. Yeah, you may be right. Maybe the answer is to just have a real reactor and just have the reactors get destroyed. That would be okay. For the Hornet, we could introduce kind of a light version, less than a 10 megawatt reactor, maybe a 5 megawatt reactor. That might be interesting. So that's not a bad idea. Am I firing anybody? No. I still don't know how I'm supposed to meet. Oh, actually, there's somebody. Track down Sandar. I gotta go back to broadside mode.
Engines at maximum.
Enhancements in general are annoying for their lack of arbitrary enhancements and stacking. Yeah, definitely for items. But for ships, I mean for device slots and all this other stuff, you do get to stack. So I'm slightly less worried about. We could certainly add that to device slots, and I think it would be okay. Okay, last major one. Oh, sorry, let me just read. SM and M++ replaced the NPC Manticore with an identical one that altered the device setup. It worked fine until you did the new system for shipyards. When you say you altered the device setup, is that something that you want to carry over to the player ship? You want the player ship to also have the altered device setup, or And I guess if not, why not? I have 3 to 5 enhancement devices that cannot physically be made to work with the current system. I think I'm going too fast. I'd like to hear why. I'd like to hear what's not working with the current system. Oh, it's to make the gun tables work. Old Manticores had a single rather overpowered set of outcomes. I altered the tables. I see. But then, okay, hang on a second.
Exiting sublight.
But if you altered the tables,
Stalking.
isn't that enough? Doesn't the player... Yeah, write something up because I'm not quite sure I totally get... I'll check S&M++ and see what you're trying to do and see if there's a way to fix it. I think that's probably the easiest thing. I can't quite keep it in my head right now. Everything's always at the bar, isn't it? Meet Sandar. Okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Stalking.
Oh, wrong one. It's interesting. They have. This is what's going to help for controllers. E is if you hold down E versus just clicking it once, you get different commands. That's how they deal with limited sets of buttons on controllers. I guess I'll have to remember that for when I do controller support for Transcendence. Plus, it's very modal. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to kill somebody? Oh, Andy, please, when you do the genome gender swap, please see if a non-binary option is viable. Yeah, I did look into that. Unfortunately it's just spread out throughout the code. There's so much stuff where it basically just assumes this can be a this is something that tells you something about society. It's just throughout the code. There's the assumptions are everywhere that it's just binary. I will have to do non-binary gender just eventually once we get alien races. Anyways, we're gonna want to separate it and we're gonna want to do non-binary genders. But it's a bit of work. It's not that easy, unfortunately. Stress beacon detected. Am I supposed to pulse? Or not? Did you see my broken code for genome type? No, I didn't. I did not.
Threat level red. Missiles inbound. Scatter terrain.
Oh boy.
Port shields down.
Hold space. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one.
Port shields down. Porthole breach.
Where are they?
Missiles inbound. Arc hull breached. Deflectors depleted.
Oh.
Activates down.
That's kind of lame. Oh, that's pretty lame.
Threat level blue.
This game is fairly forgiving.
Inhibited by hostile craft. Threat level yellow. Incoming hail. Missiles inbound.
Oops.
Deflectors depleted. Missiles inbound. Head shields down. Scatter turret.
That's out of range. Oh, here's another one.
Accelerating to sublight. Exiting sublight. Missiles inbound. Deflectors depleted.
My ship looks like it's a complete mess.
Exiting sublight. Heaven in view. Gulag. Missiles inbound. Heaven in view. Emergency cooldown.
Hey, at least my shields worked.
Accelerating to sublight. Missiles inbound. Deflectors depleted.
I forget, am I supposed to kill this guy? I sure hope so.
Heaven in view. Missiles inbound. Accelerating to sublight. Exiting sublight. Forward shields down. Emergency gulag.
I like the mechanic. I like the mechanic of having to turn on your deflectors to like avoid missiles. That's kind of cool. Just one more twitchy mechanic.
Missiles inbound. Weapon overheating. Accelerating to sublight. Missiles inbound. Weapon overheating. Missiles inbound. Weapon overheating.
I don't know what just blew up, but it's probably me. I have a similar item in Drake Tech called the Wall. Install in a shield slot. Install in a shield slot. Oh, no, sorry, install in a launcher slot. Throws up a shield for a second. Oh, that's awesome. I think that's a great idea.
I won't forget this.
You will if I kill ya.
Weapon overheating.
Man,
Satellite boosters depleted. Missiles inbound. Missiles inbound.
man, he's got a lot of hit points.
Missiles inbound. Weapon overheating. Missiles inbound.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to kill him.
Boosters depleted.
I guess I'm probably not. I guess I'm supposed to go here.
Accelerating to sublight.
There he is. I guess I am supposed to kill him.
Yellow. Exiting sublight. Missiles inbound.
I won't forget this.
Keep saying. There he goes now.
Weapon overheating. Missiles inbound. Emergency evac.
Keep on.
Weapon overheating.
You're tearing me apart.
I think it's what I'm supposed to do.
Weapon overheating. Mission complete.
Ah, thank God. I'm definitely playing on easy mode. I don't know how my ship like withstood all that.
Accelerating to sublight.
Now I gotta go back to.
Broadsides. Sublight boosters depleted.
Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. What was that stuff? Oops. What's this stuff? Is this the station?
Exiting sublight. Full stop.
Oh, it's a station.
Accelerating to sublight. Docking. Repairs complete.
There's always a bar. And always missions. This is definitely cool. I mean, this is definitely a cool game. I'm definitely into it. I think
Engines at maximum. Collision warning.
with what? Oh. Weapons platform. Cool.
Accelerating to sublight.
Here's a militia destroyer. Can I dock with that?
Hailing.
You're not going to be any trouble, are you? I appreciate your concern, but we're quite capable of handling ourselves. I think we'll be fine without your help. You can be on your way. Fly safe.
It's pretty funny. Militia Harrier. It's cool.
Fly safe.
I'm trying to, baby. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, whoa, oh, try not to hit that. Oh, geez, these ships are huge.
Accelerating to sublight.
This is space is gigantic, and I still managed to run into them. All right, well, I'm almost about to be done, so I guess I might as well run into a station.
Exiting sublight.
What happens if I run into a station at full speed? Oh, it just makes me dock. Oh, that's lame. Well, I guess not that lame. Okay, what happens if I...
Scatter turret. Weapon overheating. Target locked.
No one seems to care. How about broadsides?
Broadsides. Correct.
I don't think I can lock on this station. I don't seem to be doing damage to the station. So clearly this is not... That's too bad.
Accelerating to satellite. Engines at maximum.
Alright, I gotta go. I just destroyed a weapons platform. I gotta go too, so thank you guys. Alright, well I'm gonna leave it there. I gotta go prepare some dinner myself. This is definitely interesting. It's kind of it's absolutely classic privateer type game. I don't know if there's much we can learn. I think one of the differences between these kind of games and Transcendence is obviously these kinds of games are a lot prettier, but Transcendence, I think there's just so much more to do. You know, it's a lot easier for Transcendence to do a lot of things since a lot of it is just text and a lot of it doesn't require some crazy graphics. To say nothing of like having to have, you know, actual actors recording voices. It's a lot easier for Transcendence to do more missions, more types of missions, and more types of things. So I think the only thing we can learn from these kinds of games is user interface stuff. I think there's some user interface stuff that might be interesting, might be fun to learn. But other than that, I think the cool thing about Transcendence is that we can always get a lot deeper. We can always go into much more intricate missions and plots. So anyway, that's what I've learned. But hey, thanks once again as always for watching. It's kind of fun to do these try out these different games just to see what they're like. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next week. All right.